teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called the Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it dump a foot of snow, we still gon' break those. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we gotta do this, that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash Valdez. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway.
What's up, everybody? It's the Panda and Grizzly Show. It's me, Brian the Grizzly. Usually I have Tank Kramer along with me, but he's still in Florida doing this thing on Disney World. So, you got me. I want to welcome everybody being here on Dynasty Pylon channel for the first time. That is awesome. I can't believe that we finally just merged everything. This we're going to get all your football news now. So on Tuesdays, you get me, Panda and Grizzly. Wednesday, we still got our Dynasty Pylon channel. And then on Sundays, we're going to stay at the Morning Spike, leading you all the way up to game time. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be answering questions the entire time. Chat's going to really lead a lot of this stuff. I got a few things I want to say, get off my chest, especially after this damn week. But first, I want to say hi to everybody. What's up, Rasta? How's it going? We got here because you had the best week of everybody. How about them Niners, baby? Let's fucking go. What's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, you guys had the best week I've seen. I think the Steelers are a decent team, and you literally made them look like they're nothing, like they're a Pop Warner. They were just nothing to compare to you guys. You had the best defense, the best offense, and teams are not going to like having to play you. Oh, that's crazy. And what's up, Anthony Price? The Bears didn't knock nobody out last weekend. Well, I can't even argue, man. I was so disheartened by this game. I was watching it, and the first half, I was just mad because it seemed like they had opportunities to do things, and they just could not get out of their own damn way. Then the second half came in, and like the third, they went in halftime. They had a talk, and they tried to tell everybody, let's go out worse. And they came out, and that's exactly what happened. Aaron Jones ran all over them, called all over them. They forgot to play football for a quarter. By the fourth quarter, it was already over. Now Justin Fields is pressing, and we all saw the results of that. And that was a 38-20 game, and it wasn't that close. It really was not that close. I'm just so disheartened. I've never seen a team. You've had all offseason, right? All offseason, training camp, all this stuff, preseason games, and you came in unprepared. That's what it looked like. Your offensive line, I've never seen offensive line do that poorly. The pressure was in Justin Fields' face up the middle, which is the worst place it could be. It's crazy. I could not believe what I was watching. Their PFF grades, I'm going to get to it in a little bit, are so bad. It's almost comical. And don't think I'm letting Justin off the hook, because DJ Moore had 2 goddamn targets the entire damn game. So we're talking about getting you a number 1 wide receiver, and you targeted him 2 times? No, man. No. You have to do better than that. I don't care what the coach is calling. You have to do better than that. That doesn't make any sense. But then the coaching staff, this is your game plan? This is your game plan? What the hell were you guys smoking when I came up with that? But you guys weren't listening to Ron Turner from like 2001, 98? Is that what's going on? We're going to run screen passes all day? Oh, it's mostly because we can't pass block anybody? I was so disheartened. I'm so upset. The numbers back me up with all this stuff too. Yeah, Rasta in here. That's why I like you, Grizz. You don't take shots at my Niners. You give them respect. They deserve the respect. They got the best left tackle in the game. They got one of the best tight ends in the game. And Brock Purdy is doing his thing. He's reading and just getting the ball to the people they need to get the ball to. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. I like him. I like everything about this team. And that defense, oh, man, they just got levels and levels and levels. I mean, and that's why you give Bosa all that damn money. That's okay. And you're still under the cap for this year, which is even better. It's so crazy. You still have the most cap money for 2023. So, which is why I give respect to your Bears too. Tough week, but they'll bounce back. I sure hope so. I hope we do bounce back. We need it. The Fields was throwing down the field, and the volume was there, but the line still needs a little work. It needs a lot more than a little work. And actually, I want to get into that first. So right now, I have up right now the bottom offense PFF grading for the bottom of our offense. All right, Lucas Patrick, who was our center for this game, scored a 43.2 in PFF grading. 43.2. You didn't just fail; you epically failed. You literally snapped the ball and went start falling backwards. It was an embarrassment against your former team. It looked like you put money on the Packers to win. That's what it looked like. You should be just be so disheartened. Your family should disown you. You shouldn't have a paycheck. You should have to give your paycheck to somebody else. Roschon Johnson should have an extra paycheck. That's what should have happened. And it's not just him. Left guard, Cody Whitehair, who's supposed to be our starting center, 47.2. 47.2. Don't think he's alone, because there's three guys right there, right? We have a center and two guards. Nate freaking Davis. You can't practice, right? You can't do anything at camp. We can't gel together, and then you come out and do a 48.6. A 48.6. And if we want to get into your pass blocking numbers, your pass protection was abysmal. 26.8. That means you gave up all the pressures came right through you. You didn't know who the hell to block. You didn't know what the hell you were doing. I don't know how you have a job. How did you get money? How would give you all that damn money and you did not practice one time? You're not ready for the damn game? We should have your backup in. That's what we should have had. The middle of the line have 3 of the 4 worst PFF grades for the entire offense. How do you win that damn game? How? It's impossible. It's impossible when you keep getting pressure in the face. Tom Brady, who might be the GOAT, can't do anything if we got pressure in the face. I don't understand. So, not just we were bad blocking and all that stuff, we were undisciplined. We kept on false starting. We kept on fighting. DJ Moore, who I'm loving that he's a part of my team, he goes ahead and lets Alexander get into his mind. Jair Alexander. I don't understand. You're here to win the game. What the hell are you doing? It's awful. I am so pissed off. Cole Kmet, how the hell you don't know how to go in motion? I played tight end in college. I'm telling you, know how to go in motion and go up when the ball snaps. Stop leaning the fuck over or forward. What are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. He scored a 55.5 in PFF grading. You just got a contract extension? I can't believe it. And then I saved the worst for last. I don't know what the hell Chase Claypool was doing. I don't know what game he was playing. He wasn't playing football. I've never seen a guy 6'4", 238 pounds, unable to block a guy 5'10", 180 pounds, and letting your guy get blown up. Blown up. What are you doing? Why are you on the field? 2 targets, can't get open. Running wrong routes. He is awful. Yes, Derpy. You are 100% right. In fact, he should wear number 32. We should give him number 32 so we reminded that he was a 32. We gave up a 32 pick for this dude. What? What are you doing? You too busy shooting YouTube videos, doing stuff like that, showing, I can catch the ball. How about you go practice? How about you know your routes? How about you give some effort? Blocking is effort. You just got to get in the way. You just let the guys run right past you and then look back, oh man, that's messed up. We should put Equimini St. Brown instead of you. Why are you there? Ugh. I'm sorry, but that was just the worst display of football I've ever seen, and the worst effort I've seen. Like, it's not just bad because we've added talent to this damn team, but then you didn't even try. And Derby, you did. You tried to warn us about him. He has talent. He has size. He looks really good in his uniform, but he can't play football. That's what I'm saying. He can't play football. You should be embarrassed. Yeah, I miss these rants. Look, I wouldn't be mad. First game, you really don't know a lot. Week 1, right? You don't know a lot. But when you don't have effort, when I'm watching, as Ross was saying, with the 49ers, I'm watching this team, right? And they're giving effort every play. Brandon Ayuk is a number 1 receiver, and he's not getting paid like a number 1 receiver, but he's still giving effort every damn play. He's laying people out when CMC's getting, exactly what we said. You see Ayuk laying dudes out, CMC's run. That's how wide receivers are supposed to damn block. And Brandon Ayuk is half the size of Chase Claypool. Come on, man. You should go look at yourself in the mirror. Can you? I don't know if you can, because you didn't give effort. You didn't earn your paycheck. You should give it back. You should give your damn paycheck back. That's how upset I am with you guys. You knew you were playing your rival, and you didn't come ready. And that's just the offense. Don't let me get on the defense. The defense had, we tried. At least the defense tried. They weren't very good. Rasheem Green, everyone was so happy he made the damn team. Hey, Rasheem Green, you made the team. You're going to be a good defensive end. Scored a 37.7 on PFF. I don't even know how you do that. 37.7. PFF is a pretty simple grading scale. They're just saying if you did your job, did you pay attention to do your job on that play? So 37% of the plays that you played in, 37%, you fucked up. How? All right. Well, we have a defense. We're really running on 3 techniques, really. We really need a great 3 technique. And, Justin Jones, we gave him a lot of money last year. Justin Jones scored a 45.9 on PFF. That means you ain't doing your damn job. That means without you, we can't get this stuff done. You're awful. I don't understand. We need to find some way to get a 3 technique. But that's okay, whatever. But because we spend all this money on these linebackers, right? We got these great linebackers, and they're going to carry us to the promised land. We're fine. Oh, wait a minute. TJ Edwards scored a 49.3. And he got burned. The middle of the field he was confused. He didn't know where he was going. He said, which way did he go? I don't know how. Jermaine Evans didn't do that much better. At least he showed up when when the time came for him. But Jermaine Evans still scored a 51.2. And what about our other guy, DeMarcus Walker? 50.6. Every new guy that we brought into this damn defense stunk up the joint. Stunk up the joint. Like you didn't understand what this was. You don't understand what Bears-Packers means. You know what I mean? Aaron Jones said something that really got under my skin, but he was right. He's like, I don't know why we're sitting there talking about the Bears. I know Aaron left, but we're still the Packers. That's what he said. We're still the Packers. Aaron didn't own you. We own you. That team didn't come ready to go. You have another team that says that about you, and you didn't come ready to go. You don't deserve it. I'm hoping that you decide to come and play next week. I hope that you realize that you need to, show some effort. Football is mostly playing football is about 1-2. Who's going to get lower? Who's going to make the play? Who's going to stretch out to figure out how to catch the ball? Speaking of catching the ball, as I said, Fields. You start off the game. Obviously, the game plan was to get you in rhythm. You start off with 9-10, doing fine, doing these dumping routes. But that's supposed to lead to something, right? You're supposed to do that to get you in rhythm, and now we stretch the field. I saw 5 times myself that DJ Moore ran a corner route, and he was wide freaking open, and you didn't even look at him. What makes you special, what makes Justin Fields special, is that he's able to throw, he has a great arm, he's able to run, but he can't anticipate for shit. I don't know what the hell's wrong. I'm a Justin Fields apologist. But until you learn how to anticipate the damn throw, you're not going to be great. And you know what's at the end of this damn rainbow? It's $270 million for you. So I'm so upset. The only bright spot I really saw, well, we had a couple. So obviously we could say Roschon's probably gonna be a starter. Let me says, you play fantasy? Yes, I play fantasy. I definitely do. What's up? I'm going to actually get to a lot of waiver wire stuff very soon. I'm only going to do this for about 3 or 4 more minutes, and then we'll talk about the next game next week, and then we'll get into the waiver wire stuff because I do want to make sure we talk about this because, you know what? I also, in my Dynasty League, had Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback. Yeah. So, yeah, we got we got to go through a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna finish up with this thing, and then we'll definitely jump on that. But as far as what we have on offense, our best guy, Darnell Wright, our right tackle, scored a 72.1. So that means he did pretty good. Roschon came in being the spark, 71.5. He dropped a couple of passes, but he did fine. Deontay Foreman, 68.5. Khalil Herbert, 65.5, and Tyler Scott, 67.1. What does that mean? That means 3 of our three-headed monster running backs all came to play, but no one came to block besides Darnell Wright, and the only receiver that did anything was Tyler Scott. So that's what we got. You know, it was so bad. I do want to give some love to Andrew Billings because I've been hating on him. I've been killing him since preseason because he looked like he ain't doing nothing, but he scored 88.1. That means he did his damn job. He was the only one stopping the damn run. Little Eddie Jackson got burnt on that on that one. Let the guy cross his face at safety. He shouldn't have done that, but he scored 78.8. He made a mistake, but it was okay. Tyreek Stevenson is going to be a beast. He got 67.2. Zach Pickens is going to take Justin Jones' damn spot. It's happening. And Jalen Jones scored a 66.6. But even when we saying that, guess what happened, guys? Jalen Jones broke his hand. He might not be available for a while. Not Jalen. I'm sorry. Jalen Jones didn't break his hand. Kyler Gordon broke his hand. Kyler Gordon broke his hand and won't be available for a while. He could be out for up to 4 weeks. So we just keep on taking hits. And what do we have as our consolation prize? We have the Buccaneers, who preseason we thought this would be a give me game. This would be an easy game. And then they went off and they beat the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, yeah, they beat them. So if we don't come to play, we could be looking down 0-2. And if you really look at our schedule, we could be looking at 0-5. As far as the betting odds go for this Tampa Bay game, Tampa Bay is actually a 3-point favorite. We are the underdog. The over-under is 41.5. They're saying that we can't score 20 points. It's awful. I don't understand it, but we better come here to play. We can beat this team. They're not that talented. Baker Mayfield F's up a lot, but we got to put pressure on him. If you put pressure on Baker Mayfield, he'll throw the ball to you. Man, we got to be strong in our defensive backfield, and our linebackers have to come to play. If we can do that on defense, we'll run the ball. Justin Fields will have a better game. He will target DJ Moore. DJ Moore is your number 1 receiver. He will do those things, and we can come out on top. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need to do. That's what they need to be practicing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what has to happen. If we don't do that, we come out with a loss. This could be a horrible season. If we win this game and we win a couple others, and then next you know we're in game 6 and we're 3-2, okay, this season is exactly what we thought it was. And we have another chance with the Packers. We need to get better, but luckily it's the last game of the season. So, with all that ranting and raving and numbers and all that stuff, it's still one game. Still have a chance. And I think we will do okay this week. My bet is that we beat the Buccaneers 27-18. A 9-point win in Tampa Bay. So I'm going with the Bears with a big bounce back win. That's what I'm hoping for. And, hopefully this is what we get. But that's going to pretty much end what I got for the Bears today. I hope that everything goes well. I hope we show up. But now it's time to get to the waiver wire because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And as I said, my starting quarterback is going on my Dynasty league. It's over. So I want to welcome my in. Dynasty
Are you done?
Oh, I got it off my chest. I feel better now. I wrote down 3 pages of notes and I didn't even look at it. So no. I
told you, I was like, look, I'm gonna let you have the first 20-30 minutes so I can watch you cry. I did not look. If you guys watch Sunday, did I not say this?
Look,
you're gonna watch Brian cry for a good 30 minutes, and then I'll jump in, and then we'll jump into the waiver wire. I'm gonna let you handle offense, though. I did mainly IDP today, so
okay. So offense is actually really interesting. So one of the big shockers this weekend was the LA Rams. What the hell? Did you see that coming?
No.
I thought they're going to have
maybe week 1, yeah. But I don't think, I don't believe in them going further. Look, they don't have depth. One of their starters starts getting hurt, it's going to make it even harder and harder and harder. And then we start seeing people starting dropping like flies. They don't have a bye week until late, I think.
No, they do have. It's a very late bye week.
So I don't think they'll survive is the issue.
Well, here's the issue though, because when fantasy, we're looking at these things, opportunity is what really helps you out. And the fact that Cooper Kupp is not there, he won't be there for the next couple of weeks. If you're really looking for a wide receiver and you really need that help because you had someone who twisted his ankle, someone who's out, Puka Nacua is probably the guy. He was targeted almost 5 times. He did well. He scored well, and it seems like him and Stafford have a good connection. That's who he's looking for. He's targeting him more than anyone else. He's a 5th round rookie.
For now.
Hey, that's all we need. 10 receptions, 119 yards. That's all we need right now. You're looking for someone who's going to get you through this Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
So, especially our deep leagues, because a lot of these leagues, we're looking at 12-man leagues. We have good drafts. The people who are watching, you're in a good league. You need to find some diamonds in the rough. I think Puka Nacua will be a good one to look up for, especially while Stafford is still hot, is still not hurt, and while Cooper Kupp is still out. Yeah. Okay. So what about? Yeah, I mean, having 15 targets is still crazy. It's just no matter what we're doing, that's when we got Anthony right here. Stafford looked good when he found a new Cooper Kupp and Nacua. And I think he'll have a nice role even when Cooper Kupp comes back. Okay. 15 targets is a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing.
That's the thing about Stafford, though, man. Once he finds his dude, he locks onto him.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't understand how these defenses can't figure this out, man. Man, and this is just me as a defensive mind, I would lock that down so fast. Because me, thinking about it, when going through what I'm going through right now and studying films, almost every day, I'm like, how are these defenses aren't adjusting to a single dude?
I think a lot of times you hear the name and the other name guys, what keeps you thinking, okay, as far as the Rams, Cam Akers is the only guy that's going to hurt me. Cam Akers guy is going to hurt me. And guess what? Cam Akers is not going to be the one who hurts you. You don't want to stop having 8 men in the box, and then they kill you. McVay's going to find a scheme a guy in, scheme a guy open, and all of a sudden he's going to be really good.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just wild. It just, I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. Stafford locks onto a good dude. He sticks with that guy, and then they just that's Cooper Kupp. When he comes back at some point, whenever, dude, I'm gonna be. I don't know. I don't even know how comfortable I feel. Like I'm assuming Cooper Kupp's gonna come back and reassume that role. Like, does he go to both of them, or does he now lock on to Kupp? And that's the issue.
The only thing you can do is, I mean, he's a good. I know usually when you say handcuff, usually running back room is what you have it in. But this is that guy for now. If you have Cooper Kupp and you're waiting for him to come in, this might be a good waiver wire to pick up and then see what happens. You know, and see how it works, because you know how Cooper Kupp, if he's going to be ready, we don't know. He's been hurt the last 2 years a lot, so having that guy might be beneficial overall.
Right.
I got some. Bob Dole does have a question. He said, I need the best tactic on how to get anyone in my league to make trades. My league is trade approved. What do you think, Arden?
I give them kind of what they want, but I also tell them, look, this is the guy you want. Like, I don't know, name a player right now that kind of looked good, but was like I don't know. I want to say one of the running backs from Atlanta, or Brandon Ayuk. Let's go with Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk. Oh,
okay. Wasn't like everybody's number one target. It might have been, but someone's trying to get your Brandon Ayuk, right? Or you want Brandon Ayuk. Let's just say that. You want Brandon Ayuk, okay? You might have to offer up somebody good of better value, but you have to also think about because you can't just think about yourself. You gotta look at their lineup, right? The best way that I look at it, like, okay, they're hurting at running back. They're hurting at QB because they just lost, you know, Aaron Rodgers or both JK and Aaron. Okay.
Ooh.
So you could give them, like, look, I could give you one of my running backs. I'm not giving you my starting QB, but I could give you one of my running backs because maybe you're hurting at wide receiver. Like, you have to look at their team and upgrade theirs in order to upgrade yours. Otherwise, you send offers and people are going to be like, I don't really need this and I don't really want this. Like, how does this benefit me? Like, you almost want to upgrade another team, but also at the same time upgrade yours. And I know it's a weird way to saying that, but it's the truth.
It's like you have to be a real general manager. You're looking at your team and you look at the other team and you're not trying to screw them over. You're trying to upgrade both teams so it's a win-win, because then you have a trade partner that's always looking at you that way. So I mean,
it's what's best is you build this rapport with that owner, and for the future. There are some owners that I just absolutely don't even trade anymore with, because they just suck, or they're
trying to get over on you. Yeah.
Say what?
I hate those people. They're always trying to get over on you. You know.
Well, their trade offers are just, they're garbage, and it's like every single time you do this, like, no. I've told them before, don't send me any more trades until you actually make something that's worth me thinking, because all your trades are ass. I've told people that before. I haven't gotten the trades offers in our Dynasty League in over 2 years from 2 people.
You tell them, stop wasting my damn time. And that's
pretty much.
Yeah.
So all right. I don't know. Yeah, that's the best way I think to say it.
I agree. I like it. All right. Rashid Shaheed or Puka Nacua? The New Orleans. I'm
still gonna go with Rashid. Still gonna go with Rashid. I know the hype right now is Puka. And probably a lot of people have more Puka than they do Rashid, but I think right now you could probably get yourself Rashid more than Puka. If you're number one waiver and you feel like you want to get Puka, then get Puka. But I feel like most people can probably land Rashid more than Puka.
So Puka is 10% roster and Rashid is 13% rostered right now.
What's this on?
And looking at this right now, Rashid has Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay coming up. Puka got San Francisco, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. So so Puka has San Francisco, which is a monster, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis. And then we have Rashid, who's Carolina, Green Bay, and then Tampa Bay.
I like that better.
I like that better too. And you don't have to worry about the number one pass catcher probably is your running back, honestly, in New Orleans. And Kamara's not going to come back for another one. So we got 2 more weeks.
I'd still go with Puka, man. I don't know. It's just like either way, one of the Cooper Cup's going to come back. I don't know. It's
both of these are short-term fixes. That's what it is.
Yeah, they're nothing exciting to me though.
Okay, so for exciting guy, what do you think about Rashee Rice or Jacoby Myers?
Rashee Rice.
Rashee Rice, who is the only one who can catch the goddamn ball against.
Well, I do believe that players do have bad games. All right,
that was not bad by Kadarius. That was epic.
But it was probably the worst I've ever seen him play.
He lost the game. Single-handedly lost the game for them.
Oh yeah, but so did Josh Allen. I mean, it is what it is. And he's one of the best QBs in the game. I'm just saying, like, the players have these bad games. I know Kadarius is good, but it's like I'm starting to fade him as well because he just gets injured all the time. I would probably go after Rashee Rice because Kadarius Toney is going to get hurt soon.
Yep.
I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to roll him out again. He's still their best weapon right now. That performance was not best weapon material, but
Andy Reid said we're going to play him. He's going to play.
Yeah.
That's just that. Well, let's leave that alone. He's going to play. They're not cutting him because he had a terrible game. He's talented. He just, I don't know. He lacks focus.
Yeah. But to answer this question, I'm still leaving Rashid.
Okay. I like I like Puka for this one. I guess we're going Rashid and Puka. I do like him, and my answer is really what Rasta said right here. Hill and Nakua, whatever, had 15 targets. That's the most in the entire NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Diggs and Hopkins had 13. JJ had 12.
Dude,
one name doesn't
Tua
belong.
Killed me, man. Tua killed me in 2 of my leagues, bro. I was like,
Tua is going to kill people. If he plays like this and doesn't get injured, we're talking about MVP type of stuff, man.
Yeah, but we've known how good he is. We're just so scared of getting concussed. I've been praising Tua since he came in. Like, people get... I hate how impatient we are as humans. And I'm like, look, dude, you got to give QBs 3 years. That's it. Yeah. And last year we saw it. Then he got his issue. And now he's doing it again. If you say he's not good, I don't know where you're at because he just did it again this weekend. Like,
he's going to do it anytime he doesn't get hurt. If you do not pressure Tua is going to pick you apart.
Oh, they're going to win 10 games easy.
10. I think that team can win 12.
I say 10 at minimum.
You have to score 32 points to beat them. If you can't score at least 30 points, you're not going to beat the Miami Dolphins. You're not. It's just what it is. You either hope for a snowstorm or a typhoon or something like a hurricane or something, but you're not going to beat them if you're not scoring 30 points.
Right.
Yeah, Ross said, yeah. Bob, sometimes I'll do like a 3 for 2, 2 for 1, clear to take the L for the trade to loosen people up. Not anything lopsided for it, but everyone gets caught up in the winning the trade and what others think. That's a very good point.
You have to like make some sacrifices. That's the issue. Yeah, but
let's say Mike, he said Aaron Rodgers was my QB too, so I got Mac Jones.
Mac Jones was actually not bad. Mac Jones was pretty good.
He was really pretty good.
He impressed me.
He was prepared, and he's a solid quarterback.
Yeah,
that's what he was. Raymond McLeod. Yeah. So, Nicole, they will most likely be a negative game script, but just like the Rams with Cup coming back with the Saints and have Kamara coming back. They're the same. This is what Rashid and Nicole are basically the same. When Kamara comes back, he's gonna get a lot of the passes. Cooper Kupp comes back, he's gonna get a lot of passes. But till then, these are two options for your team.
I would trust Carr spreading the ball more around. And this is why I say Rashid over Puka. Because Derek Carr knows how to use his weapons. We wouldn't be talking about who were the last two receivers that wasn't Devontae. I'm having some brain fart right now. Start with an H and M. The last few years.
Oh my God! For the Raiders,
the Raiders, yeah, but because Carr spreads the ball around, it's not Waller, it's not Adams because they were there at the same time. I'm the dude who just went from there to Atlanta.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Those two.
Yeah. How am I having a brain fart right now?
Those receivers weren't big until, like I said, like Carr brings them out because he spreads the ball around. That's my point. I would put my money on Carr than I would Stafford because Stafford locks onto like 1 to 2 dudes. That's just the way he plays.
And Hunter Renfrow,
Mac Collins. There you go. And
Hunter Renfrow.
H and M.
Yep.
Thank you, Anthony. Yep. Thank you. He knows what I'm putting down. He knows what I'm putting down. And H and M. There you go. I couldn't think of their names. God damn. Rasta, I love you, man. You just when Braden is not here, you got me.
You hit it right away. I was like, thank goodness.
I was like H and M. Why are those? Those are the initials, but he hit it. Hunter Renfrow and Matt Collins. Those guys.
I wouldn't have had Matt Collins. Hunter Renfrow I would have got, but Matt Collins, you would have been on your own.
Matt Collins was the guy that went to Atlanta. That's why.
Yeah.
So that's why it might have helped. I don't know. But yeah.
So WLS says Myers. So Jacoby Myers with Vegas right now. I don't know. I don't know if he's my top waiver wire. I like Zay Jones more than like Jacoby Myers right now.
I stand behind you 100% on that. I would like Zay Jones. Honestly, with Ridley and there's just so many weapons, but T-Law has a way of utilizing them all. Even Bigsby's making plays. It don't matter. Like there's QBs out there that I just want a piece of their weapon arsenal. Like, it don't matter. Like Joe Burrow, I will take a piece of his whatever he's got over, like whatever's available.
He had a horrible game.
But
literally cost me.
You are absolutely right. But that is also one game. And I'm just saying, like, there's a few QBs out there that I'm like, I want a piece of their offense. Bijan looked, he does.
He did was a beast. He was. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go back to that.
Look, both the Atlanta running backs, man. I'm like, I said it. Like all these teams are running by 2, and it wouldn't surprise me. Both of them are running,
and that's all they can do. All they can do was run. That's the problem right now.
Hey, look, they couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him last year. We'll see who stops them this year. There's gonna be a game where they both get stuffed.
I think that game Cordell Patterson would be back.
We'll see what game that is. Yes, and I appreciate it, brother. Stafford can't support 2 top receivers, Cup and Bobby Trees. Yep, did good, and we're on the pace to. And that's the thing before Cup's ACL. Yeah.
So if Nuka is that guy and he decides to lock on the ball, 2 of them, he could be that second guy.
Yeah, could be. I'm not big on Higbee at all. Like,
no, Higbee's been.
He's been there. He's a really good, talented tight end, but I cannot trust him enough to be in my lineups, despite how good he is. I just can't because I've been burned by him so many times that me as a personal preference, I cannot do it. I'm not saying go out and not do it because of me, but I'm just saying me.
Stafford has never been a big tight end guy, so that's why I frown on that. He would rather hit his wide receivers and he'll hit his running backs out of the backfield. He really doesn't look for his tight ends. That's just not what he does. He has a big arm. He's looking for big things. Higby is a weird showing dude.
Yeah,
weird looking dude. All right, I got a question. So I got a couple of running backs before we get on to the other stuff.
But receivers though, Rashid, we Kendrick Bourne, Zay Jones, who else we mentioned?
Yeah, Bourne.
I
mean, you can look at Romeo Dobbs. Yeah,
those are the top guys right now. So before you go into running back, so yeah, go ahead.
But that's what I said. Yeah, and I mean, Allen Robinson when they come back. I mean, Allen Robinson looked like he was actually playing decently.
No, you're still on that.
I'm telling you, man. I think he'll be okay. Because Deontay's gone. He's gone for. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Deontay Johnson's out going 6 to 8 weeks. That means Allen Robinson's going to have more.
Washed up, my guy.
It doesn't matter. Someone has to catch the ball. And it's not going to just be Zach Pickens. It's just not. And Deontay Johnson is gone. And I know because Deontay Johnson was in my other league that I have to go through all totally new weaponry. He was one of my guys again. So,
no.
Watch?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
you got
not.
Born.
Go ahead. Go to your running backs. No. Absolutely not.
You just wait. All right. So, running backs. Raheem Mostert has to be top of everyone's list, right? Him and Jaylen Warren. Because Jaylen Warren is going to be the starting running back in Pittsburgh. By the end of the season, Jaylen Warren will be the new number one running back.
Mostert probably was drafted, though.
He is
if he's not
60% rostered right now.
That's a lot.
Oh, another one, Gainwell. I have there. He's only 34%.
I don't know. Like I gave up.
Why is he the one that's getting all the carries?
I don't know. They healthy scratched Penny, and they didn't even look at Swift.
Swift had 0.8 points, something like that.
Because they only gave him 3 carries. That's it.
But they knew Kenneth Gainwell because he's younger.
He's the best running back on that freaking squad, and they didn't even give him. Look, Gainwell is their guy.
That's
wow,
what it is. That's who they decided. They just decided this is what we're looking for.
So you know what's stupid? Let's go back to that. I had Tyler Algier ready to go in the flex. When I heard the healthy scratch of Penny being a healthy scratch, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that Gainwell's going to outperform. They're not going to use Gainwell over Swift, right? It's going to be Swift and Gainwell. So I put Algier back on the bench, and I put Swift in. And here I am looking at Algier. All these points. I was like, oh, my God, no.
I mean, you have to make a decision. Once again, this is week 1. We're trying to figure out what's going on, too.
So, yeah. I'm never leaving Tyler Algier off the lineup now, ever. Like, he's permanently probably stuck on my flex now.
Because they're going to run the ball 35 times. Yeah. That's what you need to know now.
I thought it was going to be 20, like 60-40. No, that Moog is like 50-50.
I think it was like 20-17. So, yeah, it's almost 50-50.
No, I'm saying like the split carries. It was just like, as a matter of fact, I can find that out right now. Ooh. Go ahead. But go ahead with your running backs. I'm going to find out.
Tyler Algier was my next guy. So, Tyler
Algier. I would say he's probably everyone's. Oh, you know what the percentage was? Here you go. 33 snaps. Like, not hands off for carries, but just the fact that he was out there 33 times was Bijan Robinson. 29 was Algier. So 63-56 percentage.
Wow.
They were pretty much goddamn near 50-50. Like, it was just. And then you had Keith Smith thrown in there, and Godwin was out there too as well. Egbuke. So don't think it's Godwin, but yeah. Yeah. They just run them both.
Are you running to get Gus Edwards? He's only 20% rostered.
Not if these guys are there still. Like if you find yourself with, I would get Joshua Kelly.
Yeah, definitely. Jaylen Warren, obviously.
It's because Justice Hill and Gus Edwards are going to split.
Yeah.
Which I guess is not entirely a bad thing, but then it don't matter. It don't matter. grab one of those guys. Algier, Kyron Williams, who else I mentioned? Joshua Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably the guys you
Jaylen
probably
Warren
want.
Jaylen Warren, you need to get. He should be on your team somewhere.
Jaylen Warren should be, yes. And then Justice Hill and Gus Edwards are probably going to be the 1 and 2s. So all these guys are 2s that I just mentioned.
Yep.
And Hill and Edwards are pretty much, Yeah. So, yeah.
What do you think about
we're behind? I'd rather take a shot on Calvin Austin over Allen Robinson. Can't fall for that again. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
We've all been hurt. That's what it is.
Look,
we've been burned so many times.
I can't do Robinson anymore. Swift ruined my awful coaching. What you mean? You have on your freaking Hill has
ruined by awful coaching.
Oh, you put him in too, didn't you? You put him in too. I've been off the Swift train too. Yeah, I'm done with it. I think
I'm done too. I scored 80 points in one of my leagues,
dude. I don't understand. Like, what are these coaches watching that we're not? When the dude has the ball, he makes something happen, but yet they don't give him the opportunity to get on the field.
I feel like something it has to be something with he doesn't work well with the offensive
you know what
line.
It is.
It has to be maybe he's too fast and he doesn't know how to mesh.
No, he's probably one of those guys on your team that either he's just quiet or he's just kind of odd, and he's not Russell, and he's your best QB, so you kind of have to play Russell. Like telling you, if Russell had a better QB there, Russ would be the backup because he's a weird dude. Swift might be a weird dude that we just don't know of. It might be a personality issue. Because how is it that last year in the Lions, they were saying that he could be the best top 5, that they could try and make him this running back, right? And all of a sudden, as the year went on, they started fading him more and more and more.
I think he just doesn't run well between the tackles.
There's something
and they're a zone run team because they have Hurts. They're a zone run team, and he doesn't run well between those guys. And I think that's kind of what they're fading him.
But the limited opportunities that we've seen,
he's blown up people. He's explosive. He's very.
That's why
explosive.
I still think he's one of the best running backs in the league. But the problem is, I don't think coaches see. I don't know.
It has to be something about practice. It has to be something.
I'm sure you know Arthur Smith, Martin. That will change.
Change as the season goes on.
That will change as the season goes on. Almost he didn't out Valjean take over the CPAT and played over the 2 running backs. But the thing is, Arthur Smith kind of has this tendency to rely on the 1.
He does, but when you don't have a passing game, sometimes you have to rely on 2 running backs.
But he has a point though, because because Algier was drafted by him last year.
Yep.
I think CPAT will just more be a receiving back. I drafted a lot of these guys already, except for Nuka and Best Ball. Nice. Gainwell, Warren. I
already got him.
Of the game.
Okay, here's my question then for you.
Cheerleader for the Eagles.
Then what about Tajay Spears and Roschon Johnson, which we've been talking about for?
Look, in Dynasty, these guys should be already picked up. But for redraft, why not?
Yeah. I love having Roschon Johnson.
Roschon more than Tajay because I don't think Henry will go down easily.
Yeah, he's not gonna get. If he gets hurt, it's gonna be like week 13, 14
at minimum.
He's going to be there for a couple of weeks. He's still a strong runner. He's still going to get you. He's going to run 1,000 yards. He's going to have 1,000 yards. That's just what it is. Roschon could be the starter Sunday. He could be the guy Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have any? See, tight end is really tough. I don't like a lot of these guys. I mean, we've been telling everyone about Sam Laporta for a long time. Mm-hmm. Sam Laporta, he's 56% roster.
Rookies though.
You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of tight ends right now. You need to go ahead and grab somebody. You need to just to have someone. I think he's the number 1 guy I would be grabbing.
No, he's the number 1 guy.
Yeah, over Hunter Henry, over Ferguson.
I Hayden Hurst.
I know you love him.
Look, I don't care. I am now Team Hayden Hurst. No matter where he goes, no matter what team he's on, this man produces. I don't care. I don't. It's Hayden Hurst is just. He's nothing like crazy, and he'll win you the league. He's never going to be a Kelsey. He'll never be an Andrews. He'll
get you 8 points every week. That's what he's going to
do. He'll put up something, and it won't be a 0. I could guarantee you that it won't be a 0. And I've really seen tight end put zeros.
Sam Laporta, I honestly feel like could get you 20 points.
Possibly.
I think he's a guy. He's going to be a standout guy. He's going to be, especially in the end zone. You're looking at in the red zone. He's going to be that guy. I like him. I like if I was ranking him, I'll go Laporta, Hurst, Henry, and then Likely. That's how I'll go. I'll rank him.
Okay.
And that's over Ferguson. And I know you love Ferguson, but I'll take all those guys right now, and because the offices they're in.
Ferguson ain't bad. I think they'll utilize him decent enough. So
Likely just looked good at Baltimore.
Can we talk about how bad Josh Jacobs did after all that money? He
didn't have any practice. If you don't practice, you're not ready for the game.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. Football, you need to play football to be ready for football.
It's awful. But he's also. I have too much Herbert and also Roshan Johnson. Those targets were nice. Yeah. And then he also mentioned Hunter Henry is who surprised him. Also forgot about him, but Hurst is my guy in best ball. All my first place best ball teams have Hurst. Good. Hurst is like
you didn't have to waste a high pick on him, and you could grab him anyway.
I've liked him since he went through with the Ravens, but the problem is he was under Andrews, so I was like, well, he's not going to shine. And then he finally did. Like when he went to Atlanta, he was good. Went to Cincinnati, he's good. And now he went to Carolina, still producing. Again, he's never going to be like this immaculate tight end that it's going to get you like amazing points. But if you need something, and if you have a guy who's like a low floor or high risk, I'd still go with Hurst. Just because I know what I'm going to get. Championship week, if Hurst is there, I know I'm going to get my 8 points.
You have 8 points no matter what.
8 points I know I'm going to get.
Ross, I'm going to address you personally. I will never say Luke Musgrave. Just don't even worry about it. You can say it in the chat all you want. I'll never say Luke Musgrave. F Green Bay. F everything they did. And I don't know. I think the Chicago defense was really soft in the middle. And I'm not sure that he's the guy yet. I think they're going to, when Romeo Dobbs and what's called Watkins gets back, then they're going to be Aaron Jones, those two. It's going to be really, and I think they're going to not see him as much. So I don't like Musgrave right now. If it's Dynasty, grab him now. But I just don't see it coming.
Ferguson over Likely, yes. I like Ferguson.
If depending on what's happening with Baltimore, yeah. If there's no tight end there, Likely's going to score a lot of points.
I like Ferguson over Likely though still.
Because
we don't say his name.
Look amazing.
We don't, Mike. You already know. No, Mike.
Voldemort. No.
We don't say Voldemort here. I have Sutton and Judy on the same team. I also have Devontae Smith. Which Broncos wide receiver should I trade and keep?
Judy is better, but he's been getting hurt a whole hell of a lot. You might get more for Judy, so I might trade Judy because you might get more. But they're going to have very similar numbers overall. So that's my answer.
Sutton.
I would trade Judy because you think Judy will get you more. You'll be able to say, the name Jerry Judy, that's going to get you more. Sutton's not going to get you anything.
Probably. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Sutton's still reliable. I feel like Russ lights in more, but we'll see. This season it might change because it's a different offense, but I don't know. But you might be able to get a little bit of a better trade with Judy, and I agree with that.
Exactly. I mean, Jerry Judy might have better numbers, but if you could get something else coming back, you have both of them already. You need to keep one. Sutton's going to get you decent numbers. Jerry Judy might get you something good coming back. So that's what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely keeping. Yeah, I like Sutton with Smith there.
I agree.
So,
I agree with that.
I said, my bad, Grizz. I was telling Martin to mention him. Oh, Luke. Yeah, Luke Musgrave. Yeah, we know. But that's the thing. Like, okay, so tight ends we've mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Let's transition to quarterbacks.
Well, quarterbacks. I say I got one more question because quarterback is a huge thing now that Aaron Rodgers is gone.
This kind of like, the Luke Musgrave thing kind of transitions to the quarterbacks because Jordan Love might be somebody people are looking at, and just saying, I don't think a lot of people went after him.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I don't know yet if Jordan Love is good or the Bears are just that awful. I'm not sure because honestly, it was a time when he was like 9 of 23. He was not doing well. He was just 38%
available.
But he was completing. Brock Purdy's still available in a lot of leagues.
Yeah, I know. What I think though is
I like Derek Carr's available in a lot of leagues. Mac Jones. I don't know what Jordan Love is. If Jordan Love does it again another week, then I say go grab him.
But I would go after Mac Jones over Jordan Love, and I need to see what Jordan Love does again. Yeah, because you're right. The Bears' defense was
awful. I mean, and they're just giving it to them. I mean, it was easy. Like I knew where to throw the damn ball. I ain't no damn quarterback. I'm like, hey, he's wide open. Just but like Prince from the Dave Chappelle, like, hey, throw it to him, touchdown. Like it's just what it was.
Yeah, I would go over mac and cheese over Jordan.
I would put it's Purdy 1. Carr 2, Mac Jones 3, and then Jordan Love.
See, Purdy's my 2 under mac and cheese, and then Jordan.
I can understand that.
Just because I think that New England's just set on not Brock Purdy, but Mac Jones working with what he's got. I don't know.
He has an offensive coordinator now, and that's half the battle. Having a coach that actually understands how to play that side of the ball.
Right. So it's pretty much it, man.
That's all I got for offense, guys. So
all right.
It's week 1. So a lot of this stuff
is it is week 1. So if you guys don't know, if you guys are new here, and please give us more of what you guys think or what you guys are probably gonna do on your players or decisions making. Because tomorrow we have tomorrow is our normal shenanigans. Wednesdays are just our fun nights. We just talk about whatever the hell we talk about.
Hey, you got Thursday night football, so we always get ready for that.
Yeah. I won week. What about I went 5-5.
Wow, hold on. I think I went 5-5 too. I'm really surprised. Hold on. Let me.
Did you? I went 5-5 and lost in the ones I mainly care about.
Yep.
So it's like
2, 3, 4, 5. 5-5.
Yeah, Josh Allen really killed me on the main one I liked. The main one. Josh Allen didn't really step up to the plate. But it is what it is. But look, guys, if you play IDP, we are going to talk about IDP a little bit too. I'll probably go through that real quick as well. But if you're not familiar with IDP, well, here it is. TJ Watt was the number 1 guy. And this is based on a 1 point per tackle league. Mm-hmm. So obviously he had 5 tackles, 5 points, tackle for loss. He has a 1.25 we get. And we have sack yards in ours, and that's the big key maker. So he had 3 with 17 yards. So everything adds up, man. He had 21.9. You know what's funny is this man.
That's a lot of points.
This man is now leading our league in our IDP, but the problem is Mark never set him as his captain.
No, really.
But
who do you have as a captain?
Well, here's the thing, though. It's because TJ Watt continuously gets hurt, right?
Yep.
So he felt like Nick Bolton would be a better choice. I'm not saying it's not a bad decision. Like, I understand. I probably would have done the same thing.
Nick Bolton is number 3 among linebackers. He's not like wrong.
No, but as for week 1, He'd be looking real nice if this was his captain right now, because he is leading the league by a huge margin, man. So yeah, as we go for the big fellas, let's start with the D line first. I have Montez Sweat, Drake Jackson, and Jalen Phillips. These are my 3 guys. They're probably sitting there. They're only 35, 5, and 45% rostered on Sleeper. So
I am surprised Montez Sweat is so low on, you find him everywhere. He's there. He's available in all leagues.
All the new additions to all these teams that I feel like, because a lot of defensive line came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So one guy after this show, I'll probably look at Brian Brees, see how he did, because I kind of like him. I actually didn't look him up, but he's just one of those rookies I kind of want to look at. But yeah, Montez Sweat is 4 solos, assists, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack, a solo sack with an assist, and then got a QB hit and 2 forced fumbles. So overall, not too bad. Drake Jackson, I have here as 3 solos, 2 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 3 QB hits. This guy, if you guys don't know who he is, he's on the opposite side of Nick Bosa.
Yep.
Okay. So if he's forcing, look, and like, you kind of want to make you think about the other dude who's on the opposite side of Myles Garrett. If you have an elite D end and you know he's gone, you might want to take a look at who's playing on the other side of the line, because what happens is this elite D end pushes the entire line and offense this way. Guess who's sitting on the other side? Oh, yeah. Free tackle. So give that a look. D line is very simple to me. My secret is that I feel like if a QB rushes a lot, if a QB has an atrocious line, I can stream a defensive line week in, week out. If once by week 4 you start noticing which team has the worst offensive line, you start streaming those defensive tackles. It might be, I don't know.
The middle of our line is awful.
We'll see. I don't know. But
well, what about the Houston Texas guy? Who's the opposite? Was it Greener?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost had him up here too, but I felt like Jalen Phillips kind of
had a better game because of Miami.
Because he's also a linebacker as well.
Yeah,
he's designated as both. 6 solos, 5 assists, and he hasn't really been mentioned a lot. And I liked him when he came out 2 years ago. Got himself an assist sack there. So those are your defensive line. If they're there and you need one, go for it. Yeah. I look, defense is awesome. I love it. So, all right, Michael. Take care.
I like that what you had, because I had Carl Granderson, and then I had Jonathan Greener. Those are the 2. I was looking like, oh man, I might have to add to my team.
Yeah. But again, next year, I know for sure our defense is going to be a little bit more intuitive what we have, because we're increasing it. I almost increased it last year but we added you and someone else, so I didn't want to overwhelm. But I knew you would pick it up pretty quickly because we talked about it since last year. So you kind of
I already know what you're looking for, and why are you looking for this person? Yeah,
right. So my next one was DBs. I'll leave linebackers last because those are the best. Why not? But I have Julian Blackman out of Indy. Xavier Rhodes is no longer there this year, so someone's got to step up. This guy was there 70% of the snaps. Well, 100% of the snaps, he was there for 70 of the snaps. So they were 70% or 70 snaps on defense. So 3 solos, 2 assists. I think these numbers will go up, but we'll see. I mean, he was dealing with Jacksonville's million receivers out there, so
they did always have someone else.
Yeah, they were throwing opposite this guy, but yeah. Jordan Whitehead, I almost didn't have here, but I felt like I needed to bring him up. Yes, he had 3 interceptions against probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
But be worried about this guy, because that team is wrong. I forgot to switch out to Cleveland. My bad. It's actually the Jets.
Yeah.
So ixnay that. It actually should be the Jets. That's a typo. My bad. That is the Jets.
I was like, I don't remember being Cleveland.
No, yeah, my bad. So that is the Jets, not Cleveland Browns. So grab him if you need one. But it might be maybe he just has a ball hog. I don't know. And then he didn't have any yards back. Did he return anything?
Nope.
No, he just kind of fell right after, right? So
yep, he caught the ball and he was down. Two of them he was down, and the other one he ran around a little bit, but I think he still
didn't get too far. Yeah, so
yeah.
He's not really something I'm like. I understand what he did, and this is why I'm bringing him up, because I know I can't do this without bringing him up, so I just brought him. But he's not my first option. I know interceptions are key, and I know interceptions are good. But what worries me is these solo tackles. He only has one and one assist.
Agreed.
And he's out there pretty much 100% of the time.
Here's my thing about that: the Jets' defense puts so much pressure, and there's places that you're not going to throw on the Jets. You're just not going to throw in this area, which leaves Whitehead as the guy who's going to get more opportunities than anyone else, because he's the weak link in this unbelievable scheme. So
right. And then the other guy I brought up was Darnell Savage. 5 solos, 5 assists, kind of everywhere. Once DBs, these safeties and corners hit 5, that's kind of shows like they're kind of utilized everywhere. I'll probably go back and look at some of it more, and I want to see if they were putting them more in the box. Usually when these DBs hit about 5 tackles, I wonder if they're playing them a little bit closer to the box. So
no, remember. So what Savage did is the Bears were throwing a lot of screen passes, and he was blowing the shit up. Yeah, okay. he was the guy that destroyed Claypool. He was the one that destroyed Claypool. He destroyed Cole Kmet. He was a missile, so he might be able to play.
Well, and also because of this tackle for loss, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
here's my question though: what about Andre Cisco from Jaguars?
Yeah,
he had 10 tackles.
But it was also against Indy, who I feel like aren't a very good powered offense.
Okay.
So yes, I didn't want to bring him up just because
you're not sure about
what Indy is yet. I don't know what Indy is yet. Just
they were tough. They were hanging tough.
Yeah, but still, that offense might be. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. All right, so my linebackers are about Rashaan Evans, Jermaine Pratt, and Caden Ellis. So Rashaan Evans, I'm bringing in because they just had an injury at linebacker, rookie. Oh my gosh, Nolan. No,
Dean. No,
the rookie linebacker that they just brought in. Out of the draft. Yeah, Nakobe Dean. Thank you.
Yeah.
Last year. So he's out. So Rashaan Evans just got elevated, and Rashaan Evans is pretty good. So I feel like he should do good next game. Jermaine Pratt, I've always loved this dude. Obviously,
so can I ask you about that one? That one
up?
Isn't Cunningham the guy who's taking over for Dean?
Yeah, but I don't believe he's talented anymore. I think he lost it after.
You said that, but during you said that during the preseason, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened to Cunningham. I think that some aliens from outer space made him touch a football and took his powers.
Took his powers away.
And they're playing football on another planet. That's what they're doing because Cunningham is nowhere. Like, I don't know what happened. He's just not talented anymore. I don't understand.
You're not wrong. I mean, even though he played 80% of the snaps, I think he only had 3 tackles. I was like,
I don't get it.
You're a middle linebacker with 3 tackles? Ugh.
I don't get it. So, yeah. And then I got Jermaine Pratt here. He's just as good as his partner, Logan Wilson. Those 2 deep linebackers are just great. Cincinnati's very lucky to have them both. So 7 solos, 4 assists, 2 tackles for loss, a sack, and a QB hit.
Oof.
The man's everywhere. So, and then Caden Ellis, also another one. If Troy Anderson's not there, he might be. But Caden Ellis is just as good as him, and both them linebackers are doing decent things. A lot of these IDP guys are going to do good if these defenses suck or if they're on defense a lot. Obviously, Joe Burrow had a tough game. So what does this mean? Cincinnati was more on defense. That's kind of the way it works. Sometimes you got to get the studs and the duds. So
You always say that. You always say that. That's what we're gonna get. You look for the team that has the worst defense, and a lot of times you have more or worse offense. You have a lot more opportunity on defense, so you get a lot more plays. So you get more opportunities to make a lot more tackles. So that makes sense.
So again, IDP, Montez Sweat, Drake Jackson, Jaden Phillips, and then Julian Blockman, Jordan Whitehead, Darnell Savage, and also Rashad Evans, Jermaine Pratt, and Caden Ellis. Again, if you're not familiar with IDP, IDP is a very interesting way of looking at the way. I mean, you have a defense on your redraft leagues, right? Why not break it up into individual players? But if you're gonna do it, do 4 guys at minimum. Don't do 2 or anything less than 3. It's just
because then you also start getting those low numbers, and all of a sudden you lose interest. Yeah, play like a defense. Play a defense. Play like a 7-on-7. It makes more sense.
At least 4 at minimum. Put 1 at each position with the flex. Yeah. Try it. I guarantee you'll like it because you're gonna like watching this player on defense when your offensive players aren't playing at the time. Or maybe your running back runs into your linebacker and you get double points. I don't know. Something
if your team sucks, sometimes you can enjoy your defense then. So like us, Chicago and Pittsburgh, yeah.
Oh man, I can't tell you how many times Bobby Wagner saved my life in the last couple years. Anyways. But that's it for IDP.
Awesome.
Do we have anything else?
No. I went through my rant. I got all my hate that's going out of my heart. I'm moving towards the Bucks. We went through offensive guys. We went through defensive guys. So now we're good. I'm happy again. My wife is going to be happy because I'm not going to be walking around with a scowl on my face anymore, trying to run through the wall. So everything's good in the world. I want to thank Martin for coming on and doing this stuff with us. This is what we're going to be doing. Dynasty Pylon channel. It's going to be cool. I'm glad I was able to jump on today, and we'll be here every Tuesday going through the Bears game and going through waiver wire picks. So thank you guys for joining us today, and you will see us tomorrow, same channel, 8:00. We'll be talking about a lot of fun stuff and just
Central.
8 Central, yeah, for me. 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Pacific, we don't care about those guys.
6 Pacific, yeah. So,
all right, guys. Thanks, Martin. I appreciate you coming in, man.
Of course. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
See you guys.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday.